Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica, your modern approach to traditional beliefs. We are a spiritual and wellness supplier, so this is why we make videos, so you can learn about all the different types of things in the spiritual world. Remember, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications, and below we have a little link that you can come and give us all of your information so we can get in touch with you to share on our list. So today I'm going to talk about a great subject, and I'm talking about this subject because I feel that so many people are a little bit unclear about African healing traditions. So today I thought that we could really talk a little bit more about African healing traditions. There are a lot of benefits to being a part of traditional practices, whether it be from Africa, from Asia, from South America, the Caribbean, but very specifically, National Geographic says that humanity started in Africa. So if humanity started in Africa, African traditions is a part of humanity. And so I want to talk a little bit about the benefits of that. Why? Because we hear so much about how there's something wrong with that. To be traditional, to be shamanistic, to be a light worker or earth worker or root worker, that there's something off about that. There's absolutely nothing off with that. We eat food that's from the earth. We stand on the earth. We pray to the elements. It's a part of being on earth. So traditional African practices and traditional healing arts and way of being is a natural way of being. And so I want to speak a little bit about that because we have a lot to share with you all about traditional practices, but I really want to kind of get a foundation going with you. So African healing traditions basically are different practices that come from Africa. They find their way in the New World. We see elements of Africa in music, in clothing, in food. They're Africans all over the world, right? So their spirituality is no different. And many people, if not most people, who are of African descent in some way, there are a lot of people who are people of color, brown and black people, Asians, Europeans, people from all over the world. Everyone's getting their ancestry done and their DNA, and they're finding out that I have a trace from this place, and I have a trace from that place, and I'm 20% this, and I'm 10% that. And Africa oftentimes shows up for people. So again, another reason why African healing traditions is a part of humanity. So some of the benefits that we're going to go through today are very much tied to why we do this. Why are people drawn to these traditions? And so I would say that one of the first reasons is freedom. We go outside, we're free. For those of us who are free to walk around, you go outside, we're in the elements. You're being touched by the sun, you feel the air, you can go to the ocean, go to the river, be a part of nature. Well, that is something that is very much African healing traditions, right? Because these traditions have been around as long as the earth has been here. And I'm going to kind of give some examples a little bit about how that shows up in the world. These traditions are for everyone. And so one is freedom of thought, freedom of spirituality, personal power, happiness, in addition to ritual wrapped with that, right? These are elemental practices. So when we think about astrology and planetary movements, nature, because We wouldn't be able to live on the earth plane if there wasn't air, if there wasn't rain, if there wasn't the ocean. The list goes on, right? Numerology is the key to the universe. Everything in the universe is based on numbers. 9 months for a baby, 24 hours in a day, 60 seconds in a minute. Could go on and on and on, right? 5 fingers on the hand, 2 hands, 2 eyes, X amount of hair strands. The list goes on and on, right? So we know that these elemental practices deal with astrology, deal with numerology, which are both tied to the zodiac, right? So when we think about things like, oh, well, someone's a Libra and someone's a Capricorn, and how many of my people are down? Comment below. I want to hear about your zodiac signs, you guys. And if you want me to do something on the zodiac connected to traditional practices, comment below. So we've already seen those are fundamental things in the universe. Traditional practices. Connection to the source. So we talked about all of the other things in addition to how they're tied to the elements. But the elements are the foundation of everything. Everything, no matter what practice you are in, no matter what religion you're in, the elements are a part of that foundation. The moon phase is the ocean goddess, the Orisha Yemaya. She is the ocean, and there are a lot of different deities that live in the ocean, just like the deity Olokun, the Orisha who is one of the main fundamental Orishas in the Yoruba pantheon. And if you guys want to see my Olokun, comment below, because I want to share my beautiful relationship with my Orishas with you. In addition, planetary movements. Mercury. Well, some of us just went through experiencing a lot of the turbulence of Mercury retrograde. People have heard about Jupiter retrograde, all these different retrogrades that happen during the year. But Mercury retrograde is very much tied to the Orisha Ogun, right? So again, Ogun is a Yoruba god who is the god of iron, who is the main Orisha that brought Orishas to earth, but he's in everything. And for those of you who watch my warrior video, I talk a little bit about Ogun being a part of the Industrial Revolution and being the deity that is in charge of the internet and all of that, right? So then we think about the fire god, Chango. Well, fire is an elemental part of making things happen on the earth plane. There is in the core of the earth is the Orisha Ogun and Chango and Aganju, who is the volcano god, right? So again, these are natural elements that are tied to traditional African traditions. Their healing, their power, their guidance. All of these energies have been here as long as the earth has been here. We think about the air. Well, the air goddess, the air Orisha is Oya. Oya is the thunder, Oya is the tornado. She's air, she is change, she's transformation, all of these different things. Well, we see the changing of the seasons, winter to spring, spring to fall, and so on and so forth. Transformation are these deities, very much tied to Oya and other Orishas. Again, African healing traditions are about the elements. So when we start really talking more about Orisha, I want you guys to keep this in mind, that Orisha is here for everyone. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about now how does this work for a person? Because if I say that there are benefits, and I'm enjoying those benefits like a lot of us who are in these traditions, then I want to share some of those with you. Feeling the source. feeling connected to the source, feeling your personal power, your personal strength. Why? Because Orisha is already in the body. These elements are already in the body. When we get hot and we get angry, we feel the fire coming up, right? Some people get beet red. That's the fire coming up in us, right? All of these different elements are within. We are in space with nature. We feel space. We're free, right? So elements allow for freedom. The elements move freely. Nothing controls it, right? We want to become as free as possible as human beings. Again, why African healing traditions are for us, for a lot of people, and definitely of great benefit. Connected to your inner self. Again, I talked about that the Orishas are already inside of us. Deities of the African pantheon are already inside of us. Learning how to tap into that energy, right? Destiny driven. The divination systems that are in African healing traditions are very much tied to your destiny. Why did you come to Earth? And so when I do certain readings, they talk about, are you vibrating in the positive as it pertains to your destiny, the negative pertaining to your destiny, and so on and so forth. Very foundational. In addition to these traditions, even though they have some form, they are customized to you, customized to your destiny. This is one of the reasons why people love these traditions. And it is of great benefit because it is customized to you as an individual, to your destiny, and to your path, and why you're here on Earth. And of course, one of the last reasons, guidance. Guidance as it pertains to your destiny, as it pertains to your Ori. And I'm going to do an Ori video. So all of the people who have Ori videos, this is going to be the one to watch. So I have shared with you guys many, many reasons why traditional African healing traditions are of great benefit. I welcome you all, and I pray that you find the right people to work with to get on your path and to get to your highest good. Remember, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications, and in the description box below, there's a link to get to my email list. Love you guys. I hope this was helpful. Share this video with others, and see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like us, share us with others, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications, and come visit us in the store. Check us out on all social media. See you next time.